Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Ooh. Honestly, I should have made this a long time ago, but I was just kind of like, what are they gonna say? What are people gonna think? Are they gonna like me? Like just so many thoughts that really didn't matter. It's a new year, okay? A new year, new me. So if I feel like I should make a channel, then I'm gonna make a channel. I don't care if nobody watches. I just want to make a channel because I feel like my life is crazy. But anyways, you're not here for this. You're here to watch that. So just keep on watching. Hello, welcome to my channel. This is my very first video that I'm actually gonna post, but I feel like this is a good one because I've looked online everywhere to try to find someone that could help to relate to me and my situation, and I could not find anyone with a situation like this on YouTube. So this is, of course, if you read the title, this is the video of why I left my HBCU. I'm going to be touching on a lot of the things that happened, what's going on, like why did I just decide to up and leave. This is my sophomore year of college. I'm 19, so if you're wondering like why are you trying to transfer now, like what's the big deal, what's going on, I typed out a list, so don't even have to worry. So, I don't even know if I want to disclose my HBCU. I'm just going to say my HBCU. And I may or may not mention them, but you might know who I'm talking about based on some of this stuff that I'm about to list off. So this video is pretty much for people who are either thinking about leaving their HBCU or thinking about leaving whatever university that they're currently at now. You could be at a community college, you could already be at a university. This is just to help someone out there to know, like, maybe if what are the signs to know that you should leave? Because some people don't know. They're just kind of like, I don't think that's a good enough reason to leave. And then they stay. And then you end up not happy. And that's so much money wasted. So these are things that I feel like told me basically like it was time to go. And I had a lot of signs. But just these few things really stuck out to me. And I was like, okay, I need to go. Like, it's time for me to go. So... okay, number one. First of all, they didn't even have my major to begin with. So, I applied. This is at the end of senior year. I applied to multiple schools. And I was the school that I really wanted to go to. I was about to commit. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go here. Like, I'm so excited. I took my graduation pictures with this school's logo. Like, I was so for this. And then right at the last minute toward the middle/end of summer, I got an offer like, oh, congratulations, you've been accepted into here, you get this much money. And y'all, like, they offered me so much money. I was like, this is the most money any school's offered me. And two, I live with a single parent, so I was like, this is, the more the merrier, the more money the better for me. So I was like, you know what, scratch all those plans I had before. I'm gonna go here. I'm so excited about this now. I started to hype myself up and to start getting excited about going to this institution. So first, they didn't have my major to begin with. I did apply online and I clicked that specific major. For me, I wanted to major in like musical theater. That was my thing. I'm into all types of performing arts, so I was like, musical theater is gonna be for me. Like, I know it is. So I applied for that, and once I got there for freshman orientation, they're like, okay, we're gonna call you guys out by major. You're gonna come meet with your advisor. They're gonna help you set up your courses. We're so excited, freshmen, woo, like. And I'm just sitting there, and they just start calling major by major, and I'm just like, you know, like, waiting for them to call my major. They didn't even call it, and they're like, I'm like the last person in the lobby. Everybody else has already gone and met with their advisor, different groups, different majors. And this guy's like, sweetie, what's your major? Like, why are you still sitting here? And I was like, musical theater. Like, I was so excited about this. And he was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, but we got rid of that major. They didn't have enough money, blah, blah, blah. Like, this long story as to why they got rid of that major. And I was like, you know what? I was hurt because, again, theater is it's my thing. Like, if you know me, I was really excited about this, and I was going to major in the same exact thing at the other institution, which they do have it, by the way. Like, if you're wondering, they do still have that major. So I was like, okay, I'm going to that's fine. I had a backup plan, biology. And some people might be like, how do you go from performing arts to biology? Like, that's two different fields of study, but that's how it was for me, okay? I'm not here to be judged. I'm just putting this out there to help someone who might be in my shoes. So I was like, you know what? Biology. I'd always done well in biology, and I was excited, and it was my backup plan. I was like, you know what? I want to be OBGYN. That's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go for this. So I went for it, and honestly, I wasn't that happy. I just kept trying to get myself excited about it, but I wasn't happy. Like, I just felt like something was missing. Like, I wanted to be doing more. Like, I felt like, yeah, this is fun, but in my free time, I'm looking up things that has something to do with the major that I previously wanted. So there's that. And I also minor in dance. I did keep that minor. So I'm a dance minor and then a biology major. That's what I'm classified as currently. So I wasn't happy with the major I had. In the administration, I don't know if this matters to you guys, but whenever I go anywhere, and especially when you're investing your money in an institution, you should be receiving what you're giving. And when I say that, I mean you're out here giving your hard-earned money that we don't even have. Parents putting out money that they don't have. If you're fortunate enough, then that's good. But if you're not, like majority of the students, we don't have money to waste. And with that being said, I need the communication. I need the institution that I go to seem like they care about me. Like, I should be able to see, like, okay, like I have something due. They'll let me know. They'll call me. Not I'm calling them, and then it was always like, oh, call this office and, ask them, and then let me know what they say, and then call them, and then, like, it's always this huge runaround, and I'm like, why am I going through all of this? Why am I basically doing your job because y'all are never on the same accord? Like, it was just so, and guys, it got really bad. The beginning of this spring semester, my sophomore year, but freshman year, just throughout, I had always had issues, especially when it came to communication. I mean, just poor customer service. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care if you work at an institution, you need to at least act like you care about this job. Like, no one told you to work at a college. Like, if you decided to work at a university, that was your choice, and I'm hoping that you can hold your end of the bargain by being polite with me, always show me that you're doing your best, you're doing whatever you can in order to help me. And I was not getting that, and I was just getting so frustrated because I was going through a lot of financial things that wasn't my fault. I'm getting charged late fees because y'all didn't put in my money right. Like, it was just always something. It was so stuff, like things that were going on, it wasn't really my fault, if that makes sense. Like, I always did what I was supposed to do whenever it came to like trying to be on time. Like, I'm a very timely person, so I was just like, for me to be as organized as I am and to be going through this with this school, like, is it even worth it? Should I be here? That's another sign. So as far as financial aid, as far as trying to talk to someone, like, y'all, I kid you not, I was on hold before for like 2 hours. On hold. Hold on, we'll get back to you. They never got back. Like, they never get... As soon as you answer the phone, it's like, what's your student ID? Not, hi, this is blah, blah, blah office. How can I help you? Just the small things were showing me, like, do I need to be here? Is this something I just get over? I get used to this? Do I wait for it to change? I don't know. Like, I really didn't. So that was a huge thing for me. It was dealing with the administrative office, period, as a whole. No one was ever on the same accord. A lot of the times people were rude. I hate to say it, but a lot of times people were rude and it seemed like they didn't really care about what you had going on. Unless it was a late fee or some money that you owe, that's the only time you're going to get a phone call quick or an answer quick. I wasn't feeling challenged. So when I say that academically, I kind of mean that a little bit academically, but like, as far as my progression there, like getting the help I needed, this kind of ties in with the administrative office. I just didn't feel challenged. I didn't feel like I was being pushed to be my best self. I just felt like I was pushed to be like good enough, like just good. I didn't feel like I was getting better as a student. I mean, yes, I was learning, but I just didn't feel like I was getting challenged. I don't know if that makes sense. My sophomore year, at the end of freshman year, I knew that one, I wanted to transfer. I definitely wanted to change my major to dance instead of minor in dance, and then probably minor in theater. I knew that I was going to have to apply early in the summer before. I was like, you know what, I'm going to finish my sophomore year at my school, and then I plan on transferring fall of 2019. So that was kind of my plan. After freshman year, I kind of realized like, okay, this isn't for me. And that's when I started to make slow moves into getting me into the transition that I'm in now, which is transferring and then being accepted. So I just didn't feel like I was being challenged. The food, okay. I'm not saying everyone needs to have a vegan restaurant. Everyone needs to have only organic products, but the food there, I just feel like they didn't even expect us to eat healthy. And I say that because one day I went to the vegan. I'm like, what vegan options do we have? Like, what other healthy options do we have to eat here except for a salad? Y'all, I kid you not, it was a tray with like 4 little slots in them. 2 were corn, 2 were peas, and then like one in the middle, it was 5. One in the middle had beans. And it was like vegan, vegetarian options, substitutes. It looked disgusting. It looked disgusting. I just was like, the fact that y'all don't even expect us to want to eat healthy and y'all just feed us whatever, I'm just not. I'm one of those people, I'm into eating meat, but I'm not trying to have pork all the time. I'm sorry, like, it's not good for you. I'm not gonna be eating pork all the time. Just like brisket. I mean, certain things is fine, yes, but I just wanted more. And I don't know if that's me being picky, but to me, what I eat, what goes in my body matters. So I don't want to just be eating slop or stuff with an ingredients. I don't even know what's in it. I don't know what I'm eating. I don't like mystery meats. So the food thing was really starting to get heavy on me. Like every time I would eat there at the calf, my stomach is hurting. I gotta use the restroom. Not doing that. Okay, I didn't feel like, I don't know how this is going to translate, but I didn't feel like I was a part of the school, of the institution. I didn't feel like I was a part of the crowd of people. I feel like I didn't have that mindset. Like, high school, I went to a very diverse school. Like, it was very diverse. Like, every race was there. It was a very diverse. And then to go to HBCU, that in itself alone was a big culture shock for me. And I had to adapt. And it wasn't even hard to adapt. I'm not going to lie. Like, it did feel like home. It definitely felt like I was never being judged. I never felt like I was being judged. Just the little things. But as far as people's mindset, and always, like, it seems like it was always a competition to look the best. Like, it's always a competition to look the best. You always have to keep up with the latest styles. If you don't, you're looked down upon. It's like those unspoken things that you can feel and see more so than people saying it. You can see it. Like, it's very much a popularity contest, in my opinion, as far as getting exposure. Like, if you want to be good at something, if you're not already popular or know someone that's popular, then it's kind of like, we're not even going to give you a chance. Like, we don't even care to listen. Some people do, but just majority as a crowd, I never felt like one with my school. And I was like, okay, so, like, is this another reason why I shouldn't be here? So there's that. I didn't feel like I was a part of the crowd. I felt like I was settling. And that's not good. I started to see myself falling into ways where I wasn't as productive. I wasn't getting a lot done. I was kind of falling into a slump. And I just started to feel like I was settling, honestly. I wasn't happy. I started to become unhappy. And that's true. Like, if you go to an institution where you're not happy and they're not fulfilling what you need, then you need to leave. Like, I'm telling you, you should just leave. Because you're staying there is only going to make you more unhappy. You're going to fall into some bad habits. And you're just wasting your time. So I feel like I was settling. Housing wasn't guaranteed. So this might give it away, but the school has a big housing issue. Like, a huge. They keep accepting more and more students every year. The freshman class gets bigger and bigger. And now they don't have anywhere to put people. They're building apartments last minute. People's apartments are falling apart. People are getting hurt physically. It's just a lot going on. Where I stay, I live in an on-campus apartment, and it's 4-bed, 2-bath, no balcony, but it's still a pretty decent apartment. Like, it's not top notch, but it's a nice apartment. It's enough to be what you need it to be. But just like simple emails saying like, hey, you know, if you want to get this housing, you got to put down almost $700, and that's not even a security deposit. That's not even for sure that you're going to keep your spot. Oh yeah, and also that money's not refundable. So really it's up to you. And that's a problem. If I'm going to give you, like, if I'm giving you that much money, I better get that apartment that I want. Like, I better get that apartment, because if I don't, I need my money back. And not being able to get a refund, you don't even know where that money goes. Like, what are you doing with this money? It's just a lot of unloose ends that make you question, like, do y'all really know what y'all are doing? Or are you just trying to hustle and get money off of us? Like, that's what it feels like. They're giving housing away. They're giving grad housing. Well, basically the nicer housing that most upperclassmen live in, or people that are about to graduate, or grad students. That's the better living, I guess you would say. It's the nicer apartments. They're starting to give those to freshmen. They're getting first pick. You can renew your lease wherever you're at, but you're not staying in that apartment. You might have to move and go to a different building, but you'll still be in the same apartment complex. So, I mean, pick your battle. It's either move fast and hurry up and pay that $700 so you can maybe have a guaranteed spot to stay, or fall out of line and you don't have any housing and you can't come back to school. I know a lot of people my freshman year didn't make it to campus. I was fortunate enough to get housing like right at the end of like welcome week for the freshmen, which sucks because I missed that whole experience of getting to know my class and the girls that stayed in my building. I missed that whole part, so I basically had to start over from scratch whenever I moved in my freshman year, but I'm not even going to get into that because but yeah, that's pretty much what was going on there. Housing was not guaranteed, point blank, period, needs to be fixed. Okay. And then lastly, just talks about feeling uncared about, and what else did I put? I only went because they offered the money. So that's true. I only attended my HBCU because they offered me so much money my freshman year, and I thought I was going to get that same amount back my next year. Like, I thought it was going to kind of follow through with that, but it didn't. Whatever. I was settling at the beginning, and I feel like that was my first sign, but I kind of ignored it because I was like, well, I live with a single parent, so I mean, it's all or nothing. Like, I can make myself like this. I can make myself. And that was the issue. Like, if you keep trying to find yourself, like, if you find yourself constantly telling yourself, I mean, yeah, that does bother us, but we can push through. Like, there is no but. This is your college experience. This is your money. This is your future. So, wherever, if you don't feel comfortable, leave, okay? If you are at a school and you just like, I constantly keep telling myself like to settle, basically it's okay. This happened, it's okay. That happened, you know what? I'm upset about it. I'm gonna speak my mind, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna go anywhere. And that's not me. In October of 2018, I had already applied to 2 different institutions. And halfway through the process of one of the institutions, I kind of just dropped and gave up on it because I knew for sure I wanted to go to the other institution. And the other institution happened to be what my first choice was my freshman year. How ironic is that? I ended up going where I should have gone in the first place. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. And had I not went to the school that I went to now, I wouldn't have went through the experiences that I had and met the awesome friends that I have now. So, I mean, that's the only good thing about it is I got some awesome friends out of the situation. I learned a lot of new lessons. I learned a lot of hard life lessons. But, I mean, it made me who I am. So I'm not going to say I regret it. But just don't ever settle. When you can feel yourself settling. If you feel yourself constantly making excuses for the school that you're attending, but you know it's something that's really bothering you, don't try to shun that and just go along and just settle. Like, Please don't say that. But yes, so I am leaving my HBCU, and I will probably do a follow-up video of HBCU versus PWI, the culture shock, the changes, the pros, the cons. You know, I feel like that would be a pretty good video to upload next. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to get this video out there and just let people know it doesn't matter how far along you are. If you honestly are sure of yourself and you feel like, I don't need to be here, they're not offering me anything, they're not taking care of this, they're not taking, like, if the list is going on and on, just leave, okay? Like, don't try to stay and force yourself like I did. I tried to stay and force myself, and all in all, at the end, I end up not being happy, and I left. So that's the end of my video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you click and subscribe. Follow me on my social medias. They'll be somewhere around here. And this won't be the last that you guys see of me, because I've been wanting to do YouTube for such a long time, and I have the equipment for it. I just so lazy. Like, I don't know. And I kept feeling a little discouraged too, honestly. But, you know, it's a new year. It's a new me. What's the worst that can happen? Either you watch or you don't. So, thank you guys, and be on the lookout for me, because there are definitely